Good afternoon, everybody. Eddie the Block here, Relic Extractors, coming at you here on Saturday, January 15th, 2022. Halfway through the month already. Unbelievable. Cold is all get out here today. Nothing else better to do, so what else is there to do? Go through a bunch of stuff that I'm getting ready to get rid of, and we have a bunch of stuff here today. Milks, meds, and marbles, and free mystery gifts with every purchase for this week, middle of the month here. And I'm going to try and do that like once a month in the middle of the month. We'll do free mystery gift giveaways along with any purchase. So we're going to start off with the meds first, and then move into the milks, and then I'm going to take a break, put the video on pause, and gather up some marbles for you guys to check out. And I know some of you marble hounds are really crazy about them, just like the people with the ink wells. So we'll start off with this one right here that's spinning on the turntable. It's Amber Peptogenic Milk Powder from Fairchild Brothers and Foster. This one has been peened out where it used to say milk. Let me just go around here from the front. There you can see where it says Peptogenic. And there you can see where it says powder. And this spot right there where the light is shining through, it's hard to tell here with the camera. Let's see if I can bring it over here. It's still a little hard to tell, but it's been peened out of the mold, so it just says Peptogenic powder. And here's the top. Bottle's in really, really nice shape. There's no damage on it at all. It's fairly clean and shiny. Does have a little residue on the bottom. And here's on the bottom where it says Fairchild Brothers and Foster, New York. Let's see if I can get this to focus in a little bit better. I guess it's about as good as it's going to get. Okay, so this one here, the Peptogenic Milk, we'll put up for $8 plus shipping. Just remember, I'm just going to go down the list here, and just remember everything is, the prices is going to be without the shipping, so it all depends on, where your postal code is, where we're going to get to with the price of the shipping. I mean, a lot of stuff I'm probably going to flat rate. Some of the larger stuff here, like the milks and the jars of this size, would more than likely, go in a medium flat rate box, which ranges anywhere between 15 to 16 and a quarter or something like that. So keep that in mind. I mean, even some of the other ones, I could put like two milks, 2 half-pint milks in a $15 box. Like these 3 chemicals right here, when I get to those, I can probably put those safely in a medium flat rate box. So we'll take it as we go along, and we'll work it out, and any overpayment on shipping we'll get you a refund on. I'm not into rooking anybody on the shipping like some people I know, or some companies that I know. So okay, we're gonna move on here to the next one here. It's an earlier one. Dr. Pierce's Golden Medical Discovery. These are a little bit harder to find than Dr. Pierce's like remedies or anything like that. It's out of Buffalo, New York. It's got the older top on it. This one's probably around 1880s, mid 1870s to mid 1880s. No damage. Does have some staining on the inside. And if you saw one of my other videos, R.V. Pierce has the other little tiny medicine bottles. This is prescribed by RV Pierce MD. Those are really hard to find. You know, in the slug plate, it's like a little flask style. And all right, let's get to the graphics of this here. Using Dr. Pierce's Golden Medical Discovery, Buffalo, New York. RV Pierce MD. And that D is stamped a little bit smaller. I don't know if that's a difference or not. Never really noticed that until now. I'll take a look at the top here. It's got a nice color to it, nice light aqua color to it. As mentioned, no damage, just the interior staining. Picture of the base. Okay, $15 on the Dr. Pierce's Golden Medical Discovery. Okay, so we'll be moving on to the next here. Hold on one second. And set that one down. Next we have, this is going to be a two-piece set here. So we have a Dr. Miles Restorative Nervine and a big, large, slick mid or like sarsaparilla style bottle, which we'll be getting into a few of those too as we move along here. So, you know, the slick, it's in really good shape. I'm not going to dwell on this one too much. I mean, you can still see the color in it. Nice recessed panels. It's a hinge mold. And now we'll get to the details here of the Dr. Miles. Nice strong embossing. These are you know, fairly common, but they're really nice bottle. They display nicely in a window or on your shelf, whichever you prefer. Nice icy aqua color. This one can be cleaned up a little bit more. Yeah, and there's a nice color there. And for the pair of these, for the Dr. Miles and the large Aqua Slick, $10 for the pair. And then we'll move on to the next ones here. Give me 1 minute. Next we'll be moving on to the Porter's Pain King and Howard W. Spur from Boston and New York. Okay, so here's the Porter's. It's just embossed on the two side panels. No damage. Fairly clean except for interior staining. Again, you guys, you know, if you know someone that's got a tumbler, you know, nice light tumble, you know, would take care of that interior staining. I'm not a fanatic about hyper clean glass like it's brand new, because consider it's not brand new, and most of what I have has been in the ground for 100+ years or more. So I like to kind of keep the some of the patina on them, and you know, it's personal preference, I guess. You know, for you folks, if you decide you want to have them tumbled here, where it says Porter's on the one side, Pain King on the other, and a lot of these this style either had like topical, which had capsaicin, which is what you find in your, you know, your chili peppers and stuff like that, or they've managed to get rid of the pain because they were loaded with heroin and stuff like that. Okay, now the second half of this sale here is, like I said, the Howard W. Spur Specialty Company. For from what I understand, it wasn't just medicines they did, like a lot of confectionery stuff, and as the name states, specialty products. So, they probably had like extracts and flavorings and maybe household stuff or household oils and sewing machine oils and, you name it, they probably had it. Again, no damage. Really nice, strong embossing. Bought out of Boston and New York. There's the top. It's got those little nice indented side panels so you can hold on to the bottle. Same with the porters. And OGR, I guess, is probably the glass maker. So, and all right, so we'll move on to the next ones. See, we got a bunch to go through here today. And on that pair, on the porters and the spur, on the Howard spur there, that last pair, $15 for the pair. Okay, next we have I'm only going to put one up because they're virtually the same. With the exception of this one is probably a little bit dirtier on the inside, but these are the large size Father John's. Nice rolled lip. And let's see what we can get here, because he says pretty dark. Yeah, how's that? There we go. That looks good out with the natural light. You can see it. Again, the other one is in just as good condition as this one. I don't think. There we go. And then we'll see what we can get on the base here. It's really dark. So, all right. So for the pair of Father John's, $12 for the pair of the Amber Father John's medicines. And next we're going to move on to a pair of sarsaparilla, however you want to pronounce it. We have a Hoods and a Dana's from around the same time period, 1880, 1890. Love the Hoods because they got the panels front and on the back. There are variants to this one as well. This particular Hoods has it's embossed on all panels, all four sides. On the back side here it says Apothecaries. Some of the times you find them, this is blank. It doesn't say anything on the back at all. Does have that nice early double collar top on it. At the time period. Nice applied. This is a hinge mold as well. Here you see the embossing. C.I. Hood and Company. Lowell, Massachusetts. And on the back side here, where it says Apothecary. It's got a nice bubble there above it too, above the P and the O in Apothecaries. And then the second half of this is the Dana's from Belfast, Maine. And now this one here is just embossed on the three sides, the back panel. This has got a really nice blue color to it. The Hoods is more of an aqua, greenish blue aqua. This is more on the blue side. Again, from what I'm looking at here, off the camera and on the camera here looks totally different. Same style bottle. with just a single panel, not a 3-part panel like the hoods here. And same style top. Nice applied double ring. Very strong embossing. From Belfast, Maine. That's the original cork rolling around in there. It's like them hard white plastic corks. There's the top. This too is also a hinge mold. Here you can see that blue color there a little bit better. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm going to pause this for a second, guys, so I can make some room here. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. So, on the hoods and the Danas, on the sarsaparilla bottles, we've got $20 for the pair. Okay. And next up, we have a pair of Atwood's Jaundice bitters. Nice paneled medicinal bitters bottles. You can see one's a lot cleaner than the other. Well, it's less stained than the other. And so we'll go through one of these each individually. Both have very strong embossing. That one there's got the original cork in the bottom of it. So we'll pull that one off first. And show you all the details here. And this is the other, the original variant here. Some of the newer ones would say formerly Moses Atwood, Georgetown, Mass. I didn't even look at the other one to see if it's the other variant or not. Nice color on this one. Letter P and a 7 on the base. Alright, let's see what this other one has on it here. Yeah, this is the other variant. So you got one of each variant here, which is good. So this way you have them both if you don't have them at all. So this is the newer. This is the newer of the two. And again, same style bottle, just a little bit more embossing on it. And this one, like I said, is a little bit cleaner. And here it says Atwood's Jaundice Bitters, formerly made by Moses Atwood, Georgetown, Mass. Obviously, they kept his name. Here's the other one. And whoever bought him out decided to keep his name on the bottle. Maybe bought out his formula. They kept it the same and still give him the creds on it, I guess. So on the pair of Atwood Jaundice Bitters, two different variants, $12. Okay. Next, we're going to move on to one it's fairly hard to find. This is only the second one I've found and third one that I've seen, period. It's a pharmacy bottle. It's got a O and S monogram in the middle. Coincides with the Ogden and Shimmer pharmacy company, druggist company from Middletown, New York. Again, like I said, this is only the second one that I've personally dug. Third one I've personally seen. And here, it's hard to see the O, but you can kind of make it out. Let's see if you can see it there. It's really nice. Very clean. No damage. Again, it's a hinge mold. There's the base. And this was probably like right before, I would say, 1915 to 1920. Okay. Now, $10 on the Ogden and Shimmer there. Next up, we have another pair. We have a Dr. Kennedy's and a Dr. Miles Restorative Nervine. This is the Kennedy's here. We'll do this one first. This is the older one too, with the with that tool top on it. Does have the interior staining, hinge mold, no damage. Does have a couple little seedy bubbles in the neck that I'm noticing with the light on it. You probably won't be able to see it. If I was to shut the light off behind me, you might be able to see a little bit more detail. Maybe when I take my break and when I move into the milk bottles, I'll do that. We'll see if that works out any better. Let's see here. There you see where it says favorite remedy, Kingston, New York, USA, and obviously it's got most of the staining on this side, but you can see where it says Dr. D. Kennedy's. Okay, here's the top. And the base. I know sometimes these videos, a couple of little bubbles there at the bottom, these videos could feel a little drug out. I'm just trying to give you, the details as best I can here without having a giant notebook in front of me. So, alright, so then the second part of this is the Dr. Miles. Let me just put this one down real quick. And we'll grab the Dr. Miles over here. And the embossing's decent on it. It's not really strong, but you can read it. And it's got a nice double collar top. It's got a ring on the neck. Again, it's a hinge mold. Most of these meds were hinge molded. Right around 1890s, turn of the century. Maybe about 1910, before they went to a clear bottle. This one, well, I don't know. This one's probably more on the 1910 side. It does look to be machine made. I can see the seam. It goes right up through the top. So again, it's got a really nice color to it. Let's see if we can get the let's go over here. You can see where it says Dr. Miles Restorative Nervine, and the side panels are blank. Get the color in here. Super color to the bottom. Okay, so on the pair of the Kennedys and Dr. Miles, $20 on the pair. Okay, and we'll be moving on to the next. This next one here is going to be a trio. It's going to be 3 chemical bottles. And fairly common, but a little bit larger in size, so they're harder to find without any damage on them. First one we have here is a Park Davis chemical. Nice dark amber color. Nice applied ring top, tooled. Let's see here. We can get that to focus in. And you can see the PD and company. I don't know if it'll show up any better through here. It does have some dirt in the bottom here. It needs to be cleaned up a little bit more. Alright, so there's the Park Davis. Next one up is, I have to look at the base because these are all bottom embossed. All right, this is the Palisades manufacturing company from Yonkers, New York, which is, you know, from where I'm digging to New York City is like an hour away, a little more than an hour away, depending on traffic. So this is a local, and it's got them dimpled side panels again for, you know, better grip it. A little bit lighter amber color. Okay, it's got the flared lip on it. Hinge mold. And let's see if we can get that embossing in here a little bit better from the natural light out here. There, you can see it a little bit better. Okay, then the next one we have is the Berry Brothers varnish manufacturers from Detroit. So funny how you get things from all over the place in one area. Thank you to the railroads for being able to bring us bottles from all over the place. I get a lot of stuff from like Michigan, Illinois, Indiana, you know, occasionally from you know, West Virginia area, Maryland. We'll be getting into that a little bit later on with one of the milks that I have here is from Maryland. Again, this is a hinge mold. See the top. No damage. Rolled lip. And let's see if we can get this in a natural light. Yeah, it looks a little bit better there. So, all right, so on the lot of 3 of those, the 3-piece amber chemicals, the Park Davis, Palisades, and Berry Brothers, $15 on the lot. And like I said, those will probably ship flat rate, probably around between 15 and 16 and a quarter for the 3. All right, so I'm going to take a quick break here real quick, make some more room, and then we'll get into some of the milk bottles that I have. All right, stay tuned. All right, guys, here we are. We're back with starting off with the milks now. And here we have a pair of Borden's milk. It's the Eagle half pints. And the one on the left, it's hard to tell here. I mean, you can see the difference in the color of the glass, but this is actually a light sun-colored amethyst. It is a little bit older than the other one also, just based on, you can see the B for Borden's on the base here is big, really big. I'll set that one on the wheel for now. And then this one here is quite a bit smaller. So this one was made a little bit later on, probably around 1920. Maybe a little bit earlier, 1915, 1918. Most bottles that have, you know, the light amethysts are pre-1914, mostly pre-1912, right up until about 1912. So we got a pair of these, slightly different with the monogram on the base being a little bit larger on the sun-colored amethyst as opposed to the clear one. Other than that, everything else is the same. And it says property of Borden's Farm Products Division, I think it says. Yeah, Division. So we can see it over here. And on the back side is the Eagle trademark. Half pint. All right, now let me put the other one on here. And it's got the nice pinstripe. It's actually ribbed. We call them pinstripes, though. Go Yankees. Still wondering who's going to be in the Super Bowl this year. Here I am talking baseball. There you can see Borden's there. Eagle shows up a lot better on this one. It's a little bit stronger on the embossing. A lot of times these go for pretty big money, just for the Eagle alone. I'm going to put the pair up for $20. I have seen them in antique stores for up to $70 to $75 a piece, which I think is a little outrageous. Most antique shops are going to try and get top dollar, if not over, what the value is on them. I think it would be fair to say that these would be $20 a piece, and I'm letting the pair go for $20. You know, it's just like people when they're price gouging. Don't like it. So, next, well, we almost put the wrong one up there. Next, we have a pair of Brown and Wright Dairy, the Brown and Wright Dairy Company out of Scranton, Pennsylvania. These came from a dump that I used to dig up in Scranton probably about 5 years ago. And they're fully embossed, both sides, with the pinstripes. Really nice looking bottle. I've seen these on eBay for $15 to $20 a piece. So, as with the Bordens, the pair of Brown and Wright pinstripe pints, as I'm calling them, $20 for the pair. And we'll get into the details, you know, of the embossing right here, right now. So, there it says Brown and Wright Dairy. And that's the Thatcher Manufacturing Company right there on the heel, TMC, or TMG, Thatcher Manufacturing and Thatcher Glass. You can see it a little bit better. Sometimes the light helps, sometimes the natural light is better. Then on the back, it's got the BW. Just says Scranton, not Pennsylvania, but it says Scranton with 1 pint. And then on the base, you got the BW for Brown and Wright. Take a look at the top here. I like doing this with the tops of all the bottles too, because when you put the light through the tops, it'll let you see, you know, if you have any small bruises or anything that wouldn't normally show up to the naked eye, especially with a lot of the milks, you know, because they had the cardboard tops or tin tops that would be pried off, and a lot of times a spoon or a knife would do some damage to the bottle. But so you can see how nice and smooth and clean the top is on this one. And then we'll put the other one up here. It's got a little, looks like this one's got just, I mean, there's no cracks or chips or anything like this. They're clean. It's just, you can see this one's got a little bit more signs of use to it. A little bit of dirt on it. Same embossing. Same monogram on the base. Again, for the pair of Brown and Wrights, $20. Next up we have a rare misspelled half pint milk. So it's an error. It does have a really small flash crack in it, and it does need to be cleaned up a little bit. Some muriatic acid will take this little bit of rust off it. Just let it soak for like a day or so, and it'll take that rust right off of there. Or there's another product called Vapo Rust. The guys, I think Brad up at Old Wooden Trunk Adventures, you can check out his channel too. I think he used some Vapo Rust on an enamel sign that he dug. And it came out halfway decent. So I like using the muriatic acid. Just got to make sure you wear rubber gloves when you're messing with it. I like using it full strength in a plastic bin, just letting them soak for like a day or two, depending on how bad, you know, the rust is on it. I would say a good 24-hour soak would take that right off, and then you can just use like a scouring pad or a sponge that has the scrubby backside to it. We'll take that right off. I use like the edge of a spoon or a butter knife too to help take the thicker stuff off. But here we'll get into the embossing on this one. Nielsen. The other ones are spelled SON. And these are a Middletown, New York milk bottle. And right there's that flash crack. You can see it's probably about ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch. But you don't even see it when, obviously, when it's right at you. Like I said, it displays very nicely. And here's the top. And look at the bottom here. Thatcher Manufacturing. I'm probably regular. I would say the 17 stands for the year. Probably regular right around 1917. That's about right. Goes with the error and the dump that we're digging. So for that one, on a Nielsen, even with the flash crack, because it is an error, it's $15 on the Nielsen. Next up we have the Superior Dairy, L&M Superior Dairy. I just ate too. There's no reason for me to be thinking about food. Superior Dairy, L&M Superior Dairy, Hagerstown, Maryland, quart milk bottle. No damage. It does have some staining and a little bit of rust right here. You know, same rules apply if you want to get them cleaned up. Is registered. Got an S monogram on the back side here for Superior. There you can see a good look at the top edge. And let's see if we can get in the light here. 1 quart liquid, Superior Dairy, L&M, Hagerstown, Maryland. Well, that's what we got here on the base, if anything. I think it's just got an S monogram on it as well. Yep, nice thick style lettering on it. So on the Superior Dairy quart, we'll go $15. Really nice bottle. And next up, we have a rare, this is a rare tin top. It's got a funky looking top on it. Arden Farm Dairy Company from Arden, New York. Let me get this on here. This is an old slug plate style. And the tin top would wrap around the top. As with like the other milks, they had the cardboard insert that would go inside the lip of the bottle. This is an older style. And very hard to find. He says Arden Farms Dairy Company. Arden, New York. And then on the neck here, it's got 2 blank slug plates, 1 on each side. There's the top. And for being a tin top, there's no damage on the top. That makes it even extra special. There's no chips in those rims or nothing. Thatcher Manufacturing. So on the tin top quart, $20 for the Arden Farms. And then next up we have, this is the last of the milks too, by the way, guys. I'm going to go take a break for a minute as soon as I'm done with these. Next we have another Arden Farms. It's a newer style. This one's probably from the 1940s. I think I want to say like around anywhere between 45 and 1947, I do believe. It's got a lot of detail on it, considering. I call it the drum neck because of the neck is like a drum. Like they have the diamond shapes like around a drum. They would lace the drum skins on both sides of the drum with. And let's get into the rest of the details here. You can see the embossing, nice. Arden Farms Dairy Company, Arden, New York. That diamond pattern drum neck. On the bottom heel and the rear, 1 quart liquid. The top of the lips got something embossed on it too. I'll get to that in a second. Yeah. Also, you can tell it's a little bit newer because it has the Owens, Illinois Duraglass, which came out in the mid '40s. Yeah, I would say 1947. Like I said, spot on, right around there. And what's this on the heel here? DB42 or 48. I can't make it out. I think it's a 48. And on the top, it says, let me see here. I gotta get it in the right position here. It says milk for health. Milk for health. I think it says bottled for safety. Milk for health in a bottle for safety. It's hard to focus in on that because it's like right on the curve of the lip. So, all right. So for this one here, for the 1940s quart, $10. So, all right, guys, you can see a couple of marbles right here that I've got out, but I've got to go select some more. These are, I call these toe breakers. They're like 1.5 to 2 inches in size, and boy, they light up really nice under the light. So I got to go grab a few more before I get into it. So I'll be right back. Stay tuned. All right, guys, we're back with the marbles here. Before I get into them, like I said earlier, they are limited, one of a kinds, contemporary. So they're not old vintage marbles, but each one is unique. You know, never duplicated. I mean, they've made same styles, but in limited quantities on these. They will be free shipping available on the marbles. Like I said, so they're very limited, and these were made around 2016, 2015, 2016. Okay, and they changed their styles of marble making as they went along from there. So these were never duplicated. So let's get into it right now. We'll start off with this one here. This is a Superman marble. It is about 1.5 to 2 inches, as are the rest of these here. So we'll just get the size out of the way. They're all roughly the same size, between 1.5 to 2 inches. I call them toe breakers. Hit one of those on your toes if they're on the ground. So and I have a cat who's actually crazy over marbles. I literally throw her the cat's eye marbles on the ground, and she goes nuts for them. Very quick to grab them, pick them up, run away with them, and swat them around the house. And when you got pergo floors, they fly pretty quick. So, okay, again, this is the Superman swirl, like a flame swirl. And you can see the nice blue, reddish orange and yellow, which, if anybody knows Superman, that's his colors. Let's see if I can turn this way so you can get that red in there. And get the blue up here on top. And there's the blue. And then it's actually yellow, like a I don't want to say clear glass, but the base glass is yellow, and then it's the red and the blue, and like orangey color. So there you can see all the really sharp looking marble. And I'll try and show you some. Actually, it looks better in the light. So, okay, so that's the Superman. Again, these are all free shipping. $35 on the Superman marble. Okay, next we have what they call a burnt Christmas tree. Corkscrew. Let me get this up on here. And the reason they call it a burnt Christmas tree, they do have a Christmas tree corkscrew also, which is red, white, and green. This is burnt because it's more of a brown color than it is red, hence the name burnt Christmas tree. And I'll turn it this way so you can see the corkscrew. And it's got some other shades of green in it as well. As you can see, there's like some darker streaks of green and darker streaks of brown, and then like a black band that runs in it, almost like an Indian blanket. But Indian blanket colors, I believe, are brown, yellow, and black, or brown, orange, and black, something like that. And here's the other side. And we'll do it this way so you can see how many bands. It's got a lot of bands in the swirl on this. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can count 8 right off the top. Probably more like 10 to 12 swirls if you count them right to the edges. Okay, so for the burnt Christmas tree, $30. Next we have an Aqua Flame Swirl, and it's like a light aqua blue, black, and like a peachy, beigey color, third color in it. That's a flame swirl on a clear base. And I'll keep turning this so you can see the details of the marble. So on this one here, the Aqua Flame Swirl, $25. Yeah, here you can see some of that beige in there. Turn it over. Really see the nice flame swirls in that. Some nice bubbles inside the marble itself. So again, on the Aqua Flame Swirl, $25. Next we have an orange and black double corkscrew. And you'll understand the difference between this one and the other one I showed you in a minute. One corkscrew comes out of here, and then the other one comes out of here. It's got a little bit of Oxblood in it as well, which adds to the the eye appeal. And then this band right here in the middle, that's where it turns the opposite way, which is what they call a double corkscrew as well. So it's got that feature as well in it. It changes direction. Get up here. Got a little tiny plastic cap I'm setting these on, so like I said, that quick twist right here just makes it change the other direction. Almost looks like Venus, planet Venus, if it wasn't for the blue, right? So again, on the orange blue double corkscrew, $30. Okay, now we're going to move on to the next one. It's what they call an orange flame corkscrew. The corkscrews, the flames, it's got pulled. Like, well, I don't want to say wire pulled. I don't want to be incorrect in my description here. But you see, like, these lines coming down. It's the corkscrew going this way, and the glass bottle is how it's pulled down across the corkscrew. Again, really nice deep color. And you can see the detail in it. And you can see how it's corkscrewed and then pulled. The top edge down. Oops. Spin it out. Let me see if I can spin this over and show the other side. There you go. That looks sharp. Look at all the pulls in that. There's plenty of pulls. So on the orange flame corkscrew, $30. Again, you can notice the size by me holding it here in my hand. Okay, and then last but not least, this is an Oxblood and yellow flame swirl. And this has got a lot of movement in it, so I'll take my time in showing you as many angles as I can on this. I'll let it spin all the way around first. Those darker streaks are the Oxblood. And you can see the yellow coming across the top there. Get this on here. So you can really see how busy this marble is. And again, in the light, they're terrific. I mean, like if you were to have like a little light bar and a couple of these little plastic caps, and you just set them up down there and turn the light on, you'd have a heck of a light show with all the colors of these marbles when they're lined up, especially at night when everything else is off. Okay, let me see what I can get here. I'm trying to get some of this yellow in here. The yellow is really the opaque glass. It's hard to see because it's not transparent. So if it looks, it's hard to see, but there's a lot of yellow in it. And get some of that red in there. Nice veins and swirls. Okay, so on the Oxblood yellow flame swirl here, $35. Okay, and the last treat of the day here from the marbles is a pair of beautiful cobalt blue rib poisons, 2-ounce size. Slightly different size in the lip. The color is outstanding on these. And I dug these up a few years ago. I would say about 5-6 years ago. About 10 minutes down the road from my house. It's a private little spot that I pretty much keep for myself. You can see where it says 2 ounce. It's just a ribbing. Number 5 on that one. And then here's the other one. Just as nice. I mean, just the lip is a little bit different in size. The other one's a little bit more flared. This is smaller in the top. Essentially, they are the same bottle. We'll do $25 for the pair on these rib poisons. And this is the back side where a label would have been. You can see no damage. Just a slick base on this one. Really deep color on these. Beautiful color on those. Let's see. Right, well, it's kind of dark in here. Let's put them over here. Okay. So again, $25 for the pair of the 2-ounce Cobalt Blue Poisons. And that's all we have for today. Hope you enjoyed watching. I know it can get a little tiresome here. We're going about it almost an hour now. Here's my contact information. Email me first or hit me up on Messenger, and I will gladly give you my phone number. Because if we use the Venmo method, we have to. I think we got to be in contacts with one another. So hit me up on Messenger or email me, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, thanks. Have a great day. Hit the like and subscribe button. Leave a comment. And please share to everyone else. And also, before I forget, I want to give a shout out to my buddy Tommy AskGEM. He just started a YouTube channel. He just put up his 5th video this morning. The name of his YouTube channel is Below the Plains. He's based out of the Dakotas. In Nebraska area is where he does most of his digging. Really great guy, young kid, very educated, very articulate, and his videos are National Geographic worthy. I think one of the comments somebody made on him were, and they are absolutely great videos. So go ahead and check him out. His name is Tommy. His YouTube page is Below the Plains. All right, guys. God bless and have a great day.